it's Joy. Welcome back. Today I'm participating in the Whimsy Stamps Peekaboo Hop and Giveaway. Each stop in the hop is sharing a project featuring the Whimsy Stamps Peekaboo 3 die, plus a few other products that I'll cover throughout the video. So be sure to hop along to each stop in the hop for a chance to win a $100 gift card to Whimsy Stamps. I start out this project by die cutting the cloud and grass edger die to create my own stencil. I'm all about stretching my products. So once I die cut the clouds, I try to decide which way I want my Peekaboo edger die to be. So I decided to go with a horizontal card. And I'm taking some Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide ink, and I am applying that to the panel. Now, the key to that is to move the clouds randomly throughout the panel so that you don't get a straight line of clouds. So while I finish up the blending, I just want to let you know that the winner will be chosen from the YouTube random comment picker. So be sure to subscribe and leave a comment on each of the channels, and the winner will be announced on each of the participating channels. So be sure to check back with us on March 1st. Now, this hop is running through Monday, February 27th at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. So now that we're going to go back to the project, I am stamping the Doggy Fun Times, and I'm using one of the circles. It happens to be a stitch circle from the Peekaboo 3 window die, and I am just stamping the face. Then I am using the paw print from the Caution Dog Slobber stamp set in red using Love Letter Memento ink, and I do that on two of the other stitched circle dies just to give us some pattern paper without necessarily having to buy extras. It's just another technique where you can have some fun. Now, if you're interested in any of the products, they will be listed in the description box below. So here I am coloring the dog black like a black lab. My favorite dog was the black lab that I had, and he always used to play with tennis balls, so that's why I chose him. And then he had a sister who was a chocolate lab, and I'm going to color this dog to be just like my chocolate lab. And for that, I am using the E39, 37, 35, and 33 family. And since he is laying on his back and he's horizontal across the panel, obviously the shadow is going to be on the bottom of the dog. So anywhere that would be overlaying, like the belly's kind of overlaying the hind leg and that whatnot, I map out the shadows. And then I extend that with the E37. And then we just start to build the face. So you're going to see that like around the nose, I did really thick shadow kind of underneath and heading down towards the bottom, but I left that top part really white around the muzzle, and that's because I'm going to use the lightest color, which is the E33, to have that as my highlight. So for the nose, I do a C7 and a 5 and a 3. That's going to come up here in a minute. Like I said, this is part of a hop, so be sure to stop along every one of our channels. They'll all be linked in the description box below. And you'll see that I added some white gel pen, and that really brings that dog to life. Here I am making my own colored cardstock like we talked about in my last video. I'm using a YG63 and a YG03. And the rectangle that was cut out from that Peekaboo 3 die is what I'm using because it's going to fit inside of my die nicely. So that's just a little tip to make things go easier. From there, I am bringing in the grass from the cloud and grass edger die, and I'm running that through the die cut, and then I glue that in to the rectangle side of my Peekaboo window. I had a little bit of trouble getting that started, but once it went through my machine, it cut very nicely. Here I am matting the Mix and Match Neutrals polka dot paper onto the cloud background that we created. And that whole panel measures 4 by 5 and 2/4. And now here's where I am using wet glue to adhere the grass into the window to see how nicely that fits in there if you use all the pieces from your die. And again, here I'm making my own matting piece. I am using an R29 Copic marker, and I am going around the edges to make a red piece of cardstock. Of course, if you had a piece of red, you could use that. I've just have decided I'm going to stray away from doing that. I then apply that to the card base, and then I pop up my whole panel onto foam tape. Here I'm putting my little, what I'm calling my black lab in the center, and I am adhering the paw print papers that we made. I also had stamped the sentiment from the Donkey Fun Times in the top. And then I thought, well, we need a little bit more because I always tend to add more. So I brought out the Puppy Paws dies, and using the same markers, the R24 and the 29, I put down just in a gradient, and then I die cut the wolf and the 4 little hearts that come in that die set. And I die cut the wolf 2 more times in white so it would look like chipboard. And I just add that to the top corner there, and I think it turned out really cute. And then I put down the 4 hearts, and I really didn't think that we need any more embellishments. Usually I would put sequins or something in, but I used my dies. Like, again, I'm trying to use what I have instead of having to have all of the things. I think this turned out really cute. You'll have to let me know in the description box below and in the comments what you think. Here are the last looks of my card. Okay, until next time, keep crafting. Be sure to hop along with us, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.